I want to get your take because it's just for various reasons. Okay.
Oh God.
It has just hit the newswire as well. Just been released. This has been expected. JT Daniels has hit the transfer portal out of Georgia.
Yeah, they went at the same time. This one I didn't mention just because I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I'm sure Florida State will maybe do a contact here, but I think JT Daniels wants to be a starter. I think Florida State's riding with Jordan Travis. So I still think they're going to look for a backup option. I just don't know if Daniels is what they'd want to add to that locker room, and this team, already expecting to have Jordan Travis to be a starter next season. I don't think it would just mess up the locker room, in my opinion. I think they're going to look for a backup.
So my question to you, Jason,
obviously,
would you pursue JT Daniels?
Obviously, Logan's parents didn't teach him about interrupting, and obviously they didn't teach him what his name was. His name is not Jason. His name is Logan. Logan, obviously, they didn't teach you that much. To answer your
Logan's used to answering these questions by himself because nobody else has been here.
I get it. It's fine. Logan,
did I answer for you, Jason?
He's got to start new habits now because you haven't been here forever.
As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, I would say no. The same way I said about when Spencer Rattler, when all these guys come in, everyone wants to talk about I'm riding with Mike Norvell, I'm riding with Jordan Travis. I think we saw Jordan Travis towards the middle, I would say probably the North Carolina game, towards the end of the season. I saw him as a better passer than what he was at the start of the season. Do I think he's Charlie Ward, Jameis Winston, or Chris Winkie? God, no. But I think he got a lot better, and I think he will only get better as this offseason goes. And I believe Logan is also 100% correct. I think JT Daniels is coming in with that thought that I'm going to be the man. I'm going to be number one. You're going to anoint me as the starter no matter what. And I don't think Norvell is going to do that. I think Norvell, we talked about this before with Mackenzie Milton. There was the thought that Mackenzie Milton was going to come in and immediately be anointed the starter. And Mike Norvell said, no, you're going to have to work for it. And Jordan Travis beat him out and started that opener against Notre Dame. And I don't think JT Daniels wants that. So that's going to be the question. Does JT Daniels go back out west? Does he go to, another Pac-12 program or something like that? But if I'm Florida State, do I make a call? Sure, I think you give the courtesy call. I feel like you have to give the courtesy call at this rate. But would I make a concerted effort for it? No, I would not.
Okay, I'm going to be the outlier here.
Do it.
Jordan Travis is not Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud. He didn't throw 45 or 50 touchdowns last year. He's not a great quarterback. He's improved. Mm-hmm. I just think that you're selling yourself short, and I understand that there's dynamics to the locker room, and the quarterback is the leader. He's the only position that you only have one guy in the field. It's not like, okay, we've got 5 starting offensive linemen, and we're going to bring in another guy. We can fit him in the rotation all as well. It's the one place where you only have one guy on the field, and so that's why it's such a difficult decision. But at all the top programs in the country, they bring in guys to flood that quarterback room and compete for a job.
Mike, I agree with you on that. My comeback to that would be this. On early signing day in December, there was one wide receiver from down here, Devontae Mortimer, from Fort Lauderdale, a longtime Florida State commit, who ended up signing with Louisville. And the question we asked him was, why did you go to Louisville after being a longtime Florida State commit? What caused the change? His comment was, after watching Florida State's offense, you could tell it's not a passing-first offense. And that's the truth. I think JT Daniel is a very good quarterback. I think you make the call out of courtesy. But right now in the offense, the way the offense is being run, the way it seems like we are going to run this offense this season, it does not seem like the kind of offense JT Daniels could fit into. I think, and I to a certain extent, I've complimented him several times here, but I'm going to also take a little bit of a swipe at Norvell. He doesn't seem like somebody willing to make a lot of changes. He doesn't seem like somebody who's willing to revamp the entire offense for JT Daniels. I don't think JT Daniels would be the kind of quarterback like Jordan Travis is. Jordan Travis fits the offense for better or worse. No, I don't think Jordan Travis is the best quarterback in hell. I wouldn't say he's the best passing quarterback in the city of Tallahassee, but I think he fits the job well.
Okay, I will concede the last point that you just made, because I did see some issues with the Florida State offense when Jordan Travis was the guy, would either get hurt or Mackenzie Milton would come in, and you get a different style quarterback, and you practice all week and you game plan for a style of quarterback. So I think in the perfect situation, you do have a backup quarterback who mirrors the starter in regards to style. So you can game plan, call plays, and just the entire offense works differently with a guy that's more of a runner than a passer versus a statue like a JT Daniels. So I do get that. I just don't like especially in this day and age of college football with player movement, that you let guys get comfortable and you don't promote competition. Especially when you don't have an elite quarterback. It's not like, again, no knock on Jordan Travis, but he's an average quarterback.
Do you think JT Daniel, legitimate question mark, if JT Daniel was to come into Florida State, and let's say he comes into Florida State in the 2022 season, well, how many more games do you think he wins Florida State than Jordan Travis, in your honest opinion?
Based on what I've seen, based on what I know, I think JT Daniels is a better quarterback than Jordan Travis. I don't think it's a slam dunk, like they shouldn't compete. And if I was Mike Norvell, I would not tell JT Daniels that he is the starter. I would tell him he's going to compete for the job.
That didn't, you completely sidestep my question. How many more wins do you think? Like, let's say if 5 wins is the number from Jordan from last year, if 5-7 was his record, that's what his record is from last season. How many more games do you think JT Daniel, if he were to win the starting job, wins Florida State next season?
Well, follow me on this one. JT Daniels, I think, is a better quarterback, but they might not have won as many games last year because Jordan Travis made plays with his feet, and JT Daniels can't do that.
By the way, it's 6:38, so Willie Taggart. Go ahead.
See, that's why I miss Jason right there, Mark.
Inside joke.
Inside joke. It's also the halfway. It's also the halfway point of the show. That's all I'm going to say. It's the halfway point of the show. But before Logan jumps in, Logan, give it to me, please. I need it.
You want? What do you want?
You know what?
Is this PG-13 rated R? What do you want?
It's the halfway point of the show. You know what we do in the halfway point of the show. Don't act like I have to teach you how to do this again.
Oh, now we're jumping up quick. We're already at 83. It's rocking now. You better hit that like button because Jason's back. We're back to arguing. We're back to getting to some good thoughts about holidays, meals, and food, and most importantly, now Florida State transfer portal potential targets. And there's nothing better than that because a Florida State fan base that's crazy during the football season and during the recruiting period only gets even crazier during the transfer portal offseason. So hit the like button. I think last time we got like 80 likes. Yeah, we got 85 likes. Yeah. We got 85 while we were live last time. But I think we can get this at least to 75 before the end of before it gets to 7. Hit the like button.
TK says something right here where he says Travis is not a stud. No one is saying that Jordan Travis is an elite quarterback. I don't think Logan has ever said that. I've never said that. But what Jordan Travis did was he got the job done. And I guess my point is look at last season. What does that mean? I'll put it to you like this. I think if Jordan Travis starts the Jacksonville State game, I think we win that game. I think we beat Jacksonville State.
I agree.
I think if Jordan Travis plays against NC State, I'm not sure if we win the game, but I think it's a lot closer against NC State.
I think they won that one because McKenzie just couldn't run that offense.
Absolutely. I think that's a good point. I think Mackenzie Milton's a nice guy, is a good player, but I think Jordan Travis in that offense fit better than Mackenzie Milton. That's my only knock against JT Daniel. I think JT Daniel is a good quarterback. I liked him at USC. I thought he was going to do more at Georgia than Stetson Bennett was able to do, and Stetson Bennett was able to come in and take over that show. I just don't think he fits the offense right now. Now, will Florida State maybe change that offense once A.J. Duffy comes in as the starter next season? Who knows at this rate? But that's why I just don't think JT Daniel fits right now.